Alright, well, I figure now is as good of a time as any to start recording. It's about 7:58. Direct, or Smash presentation for Character 5, whatever, is supposed to start in about 2 minutes. And for some reason, around midnight, there was an outage in my area. Could have been any other day, but it had to be today. So, right now what I'm doing is I'm locally recording, because I wanted, for better or for worse, to have my reactions logged for this. So I've got my phone right here, the Mr. Sakurai Presents. I've got OBS up, recording. Thankfully, I had already saved this cool picture Sakurai had uploaded. So that'll make a neat backdrop. And then I'm guessing whenever my internet is actually working, I will be able to superimpose the actual direct video, or Smash presentation, whatever, over this, upload it, and then it will be as if I wasn't offline at all, except for the fact that I don't have anyone in here celebrating or speculating or whatever with me. I might as well say what my predictions are right before it starts. I'd like to see Gino. I'm not feeling too confident, but I'm feeling confident enough. Fingers crossed. It's kind of ridiculous, but maybe Master Chief or Doom Guy or someone like that. I kind of hope not Dante, because a lot of people have been talking about him, and that would be very predictable at this point, given the fact that... Oh, okay, here we go.
Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of Smash Bros. Limited. Today's showcase, first look at our next DLC fighter. Actually, hardly anyone knows what we'll be announcing today, among Nintendo staff worldwide.
Really?
The development team and other stakeholders are working on this fighter with utmost secrecy, which means other Nintendo staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release after the showcase broadcast. So, it won't be available right away.
No, that's fine, because my internet doesn't work today anyway.
I think many Nintendo employees will be surprised to see this. Say, wow, really? So, let's all share in the fun of getting our hands on the latest information. However, even if you say, that's not the character I was picturing, I hope you don't have any hard feelings. There's a fighter reveal video.
Okay.
Once it starts, I think you'll figure out who it is pretty quickly. Now, let's do this.
Okay, here we go. Last one of the season pass.
Time has finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our enemies!
It's looking a lot like Fire Emblem.
What were you charging right into an enemy's trap? As you and I are one, I too am trapped within. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die? I thought as much. I also
Why am I surprised?
There is no other choice. You must join Smash. Join Smash Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
You've got to be kidding me. Oh my gosh.
So joining Smash consumes even the darkness itself!
It's a Fire Emblem character. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Why was this kept under wraps?
I see. Too many swordsmen, are there? The sword as well? What will you do?
What will you do?
So that is how you plan to win the day? So be it. I reward your cleverness this time. How is this?
But they've got the weapons of the other ones, I think.
Of anyone, you should be able to handle the hero's relics.
Oh, but it's all just Byleth. Okay.
With air and fire, strike with superior reach. Use Amir's overwhelming power. Unleash the blinding speed of Byleth.
Part of me still can't believe it.
Along with the sword of the creator, each weapon matches a direction.
Now I know why he said no hard feelings or whatever.
Your will and mine be now as one. To you, both sides of time are revealed. Through Smash, show the world.
Yes, there you have it. Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses joining the battle.
I'll hear it out.
Fire Emblem Three Houses.
I don't have this hate for Fire Emblem that other people have. I wish it was someone else.
Smash Brothers
But
Ultimate. This release is planned for January 28th. Have instant access if you have the Super
January
Smash Brothers
28th?
Ultimate Fighters Pass.
I have a feeling people are going to be on the edge of their seats for this one.
In case you're not familiar with Fire Emblem or Three Houses,
Let me just be clear,
I'll explain
I think this is a good
so
character.
don't worry.
It's not the one I wanted,
First off,
but I think it's a good character, objectively. It sucks it's not one I wanted,
pronounced in Japanese.
but I'm not going to hate on
It's
it.
okay if
Not
I
going to hate
just
on
say
it.
Fire Emblem. But when writing it, if you don't write Fire Emblem, a Fire Emblem police will come and get you. Please be careful. The series' first entry launched in Japan on the Famicom.
I really want to know how people are reacting to this. But maybe it's for the best that I'm not seeing it right now. I feel like there'd be a lot of rain on this parade.
Well, it's tactical, that it simulates combat. You can think of it as moving pieces in a board game.
I like that they
Or in other words,
use
a game in which
those three types of weapons. I'm guessing maybe you switch them? Like different combat styles, you know? We did figure we were getting a character with different combat styles. I mean, it wasn't Dante, it was Byleth, but, you know.
But Fire Emblem, each unit, specific character, sort of like in role-playing.
But let me be clear, I'm glad it wasn't Dante. Like, I know I'm probably the only person on the face of planet Earth, at least in America, that is gonna say this, but I prefer this to Dante. I really, really, really do.
So perhaps we
I
should
really
say
actually do.
they're sleeping with the fishes. But really, if a character fell in battle, you lose that unit. It'd be gone, and you couldn't use them again. Recent entries in the series maintain this concept of permadeath to some degree in classic mode and what have you. But a lot of games now allow strategic withdrawals, so to speak. In the older games, your units would really be gone, never to be mentioned again. Scary.
I like that he's given the history of the
game's
franchise.
stories are told like chronicles of war, with increasingly distinct characters and engrossing scenarios. Several characters also appear in the Super Smash Bros. Series. 6 of the 7. Counterattack. It's their down special. There's actually a reason for this. When I was considering how to incorporate Fire Emblem fighters into Smash Bros. Melee, I thought it might be interesting to reflect the turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack and you counter. Next,
So they've got a counter. The checklist is just going off.
And now, Fire Emblem Three Houses, 17th game in the series. People who aren't Japanese in particular might be thinking, 17 games? There are that many? Well, if you include Fire Emblem Heroes in the remakes, but you don't include the Teleview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17 games. Let's try saying them in the Fire Emblem Can You Say It challenge. I'll give it a try.
He's listing off all the Fire Emblem games. Okay. He's clearly a big Fire Emblem fan. He's able to list them off from memory. I'm happy that he gets to have all these Fire Emblem characters in there, if he's that big of a fan.
17.
He did the thing! He did the thing!
So, you saw how I was counting in a weird way.
That's what it meant!
I was counting in binary. This is 0.
That was him counting in
Here
binary.
you get 1, and then you get 2.
I love it!
1 equals 3. So, this will be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you get 16. Add 1, and you get 17.
It's binary for 17. Everyone was thinking, oh, it's a heart and it's a 3, so Kingdom Hearts 3. Some people did say it's a 3, so maybe 3 houses. And you weren't wrong, but you were wrong at the same time.
If you've given up counting the knots in a tatami mat, you can always give it a go. What is Fire Emblem 3 Houses? In Japanese, the male version of the main character is called Byleth, or the female version is called Byleth, but in English they share the same name, Byleth. Byleth becomes a professor who ends up leading one of 3 academic houses. Once you've chosen a house, guide them through their school life, and, well, you end up fighting the other houses. After a certain incident, 5 years pass. Meet up with your grown-up students to battle against the other houses in their regions. It's a very sad game in which your former allies become enemies, turn hostile, and try to kill you. To understand the concept of Fire Emblem 3 Houses, I played an early version of the game before its release.
I can't wait to see all the people who are complaining about this who never play Smash Brothers, by the way.
Before, with the Legend of
Oh, another Fire Emblem character? I haven't touched this game since release.
Because I couldn't wait until launch to experience.
But I'm insulted. I didn't buy the season pass. How dare you?
Early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas, saw the ending, and realized for the first time, can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter. I did the same this time, but with there being 3 houses and multiple...
I'm gonna emulate what I think chat would be saying right now. There'd be someone saying, are you fucking serious? There'd be someone saying, so no Dante. There'd be someone saying, you know, this is gonna get a lot of hate, but honestly, I think the character looks fun. So there we go. I don't even need to be online for this.
Your experience will vary.
There's the definitive experience.
Many of the characters you meet will have done.
Also seen on Twitter, probably.
I'll try to avoid spoilers when I'm talking about the fighter. I hope you'll understand. Before my demonstration,
You try and avoid spoilers when talking about the fighter, and yet in Melee you literally have Zelda and Sheik be the same person.
But this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release.
I mean, it's the same in
Right now,
Brawl.
it's actually November.
At least you changed it for 4, I think.
Therefore, some of what I'm about to show you might differ a bit from the finished version.
Okay.
As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes. Go. So, this is our new fighter, Byleth. Sadly, they're lacking in mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say for them. Throws are not their strong point either. Their grab lacks range. But actually, say that they're a distance demon.
He looks cool.
Hero's relic they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick. Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem 3 Houses. They look like bones, and there's a reason for that. First, let's talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs, the Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks, tilt attacks.
This looks basically like Ivy's weapon, which is cool with me. I love that kind of weapon.
For dash attacks and other moves. For their up smash attack, they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air.
That has a good hitbox. This stage actually looks really cool.
They'll wave the whip sword overhead.
That looks like a really good
The
up
hit
there.
detection for this attack lasts for a relatively long time.
Like it has a
Up
lot
smash
of range to
really
it too.
something. The sword extends like this, allowing you to do things like this.
Oh wow,
Pretty
okay.
terrifying how I knocked him into the air with that attack. And in addition, awful things like this. That said, you'll launch opponents upward until their damage reaches a certain percentage.
I love that move.
Exceed that percentage, you'll need to be careful.
Sakurai's so damn creative.
I've already shown this, but you can also use it to latch onto edges. So that's the up special. Now, for the sideways inputs. This is Erdfar, the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology. First, we'll go through the forward and back air attacks. As you can see, they have a long reach. Like so.
Okay.
Marth's air attack keeps opponents in check too, right? If Byleth does the same thing, you win out, so you should be able to beat it. Next, the side smash attack. This
I
also
honestly
has a
do
long
wonder,
range.
and this is like a
It'll
meme
affect even here.
that most people will say, but I'm serious. I wonder if the next fighting game Sakurai works on is going to be a
Also,
Fire
if
Emblem
you add
fighting game,
upward tilt, it will be stronger.
where it's just basically Smash Brothers but only Fire Emblem characters.
And if you've knocked an opponent down,
Like people, I don't think there's anyone who actually says that without joking, other than me. Maybe there's someone else, but like,
by the way, the tip of the lance is more powerful.
I think
The shaft
it would make
part is
sense.
weaker,
We've got enough already, and there are other characters we can
so it's
have.
not suited to close combat. It won't deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents far. That's why, as a rule, one hit with the blade part aimed upward. Or downward in this case.
Okay. My dog is knocking on the door.
Next, the side special move. Byleth will simply swing the lance like this, but again, it has an excellent reach. For example, even when your opponent is at this distance,
Come here.
it'll still hit.
We're watching a character
Actually,
that's gonna
you
get
can
everyone
smash
mad.
attack to charge forward a little,
You know it.
like this.
You know it.
But as you'd expect, it can be shielded. Be careful.
Move looks
Use
good.
it in midair and you'll carve up a large area. Returning to the side air attacks from earlier, they have great horizontal reach, but they lack verticality.
This looks like a solid Smash Brothers character. It looks
So
really,
this
really
complements it well,
fun to play.
although you'll be vulnerable when you land.
I know. Get out of my face.
Now,
Okay.
for the downward inputs.
Get out.
For these, Byleth will use an axe called Emir. It's named after a weapon that appears in Ugaritic myth. First, the down air attack. It really is strong.
Does it spike though? That's what I need to know. Is
You
down
can
air
try for a
spike?
meteor effect with this attack. Next is the down
It does,
smash
okay.
attack.
My dog is like right here, by the way. You can't see her. She's just out of
As you
frame.
can see, it has a great
It's kind
deal
of
launch
blocking my
power.
view. Okay.
And for the down special, Byleth channels all their energy
Ooh,
into a devastating
okay.
strike. It's a bold move, similar to the Falcon.
That's a bold
Here's what
move.
makes it different.
That's a bold move.
When readying the move, there's a super armor effect,
Oh my gosh.
which allows you to withstand an attack. Just so you know, if you execute a Falcon about the same time, it plays out like this.
Oh
It's a
my
bit
gosh.
slower than the Falcon. Due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage. Unless you regret. Another notable aspect is that it lets you pass through platforms.
What?
While you're charging up, you can breeze past platforms.
That's
like
kinda
this
neat.
To reach a lower area. It won't let you jump, but you could use it as a surprise attack.
That'll work for the first couple of matches you play as
Also,
the guy.
you can turn around during the move. The swing takes a while, so if an opponent runs behind you during the move, quickly change direction. Even though it can be hard to land a hit with this move, it can be really effective when used against a group of opponents. Plus, even if you fail to land a direct hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little.
This is a really good move, I think.
Launches them. By the way, earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves.
Not unstoppable, but
I
still.
don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads of power. It hits with that much power in a single attack. Counters can actually multiply the power of blocked attacks, and using easily anticipated attacks like this can just get you hit by counter after counter. Next, we have the neutral move. The bow you use, called Phalma, shares its name with the bow from the Knights of the Round Table. It only appears in a few neutral moves. Got the neutral air attack. This attack is similar to a move of
Oh, that's his bow? I would have never known that's his bow.
It's also easy to create certain combos with this. And with the neutral special, we'll let loose an arrow. Seems pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
But there are a few noteworthy aspects to the bow. First, the biggest difference between this bow and Link's is that once you enter the command, you keep charging until it's ready. You can't release it partway through the charge. So as fire, the arrow travels at high speed. It's also very powerful. That said, still cancel out of the stance using the shield button. You can also change direction while in the stance. It works up until this point, but holding the button, unleash a powerful arrow that looks like a beam of light.
What?
You can perform this move by keeping the button held down. Charge up power like so. Charge a bit more, and then fire.
Oh my... That...
Again, you'll need to take care when you
this
move.
character is gonna be a nightmare.
For once, you've powered up the move to max. There's no way to cancel out of it. Not even with the shield. In other words, you're committed to firing it.
If it counts as a energy projectile, I should be able to absorb it as mess. They showed it being reflected by Fox, but...
won't be able to do anything. Which means it's quite the risky attack to use against fighters who have a move reflector effect. Always just aim into the fray, as it is.
You know, I could probably reflect it with Ness's bat. It seems like it's a set period of time, and you can't release it early. That won't be too bad.
Byleth's final smash is called Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In the original game, there's a move called Ruptured Heaven. This is an enhanced version. As you can see, you team up with the mysterious Sophist and launch an attack together. Now, let's talk about the color variations. It's set up so that the default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the even-numbered ones are female. However, the third, fourth, and fifth colors are, as you can see, reminiscent of the house leaves. Those of you
That's
who
cool.
played the original game will of course understand.
That's pretty cool. I like that. I didn't play the game and I don't really
Color
care,
is
but
based on Sophis, just saw earlier. The 7th and 8th variations have a different hair color, which is based on something that occurs in the course of the original game's story. Did we see this variation in the final smash? Next, I'll introduce the stage. For this one, we of course tried to recreate the place where you spend most of the game.
well, we've got about 12 minutes left in this. I wonder if we do get a tease for the next character.
Monastery is laid out in the original
I will say
game.
this, the one thing I'm disappointed in is Gino didn't show up, because I feel like out of any character, Gino is the one that if he didn't show up now, he's not going to show up. As long as he's not a Mii costume today. I forgot about Mii costumes. I hope that doesn't happen. But we'll see.
The guests that appear in these 4 areas. The first area is the marketplace. I think this is where a lot of people come to the shopping. The guests that appear here are students of the Lion's House, Dimitri, Bedu, and Ingrid. Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say. They're largely from the Holy Kingdom of Farthest. Since it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarchy. For that reason, I guess you could say Dimitri's the future king. Yet quite the difficult life, may or may not end up with just one eye. Unfortunate one, that one. There are vendors on either side. In the original game, these are important booths where you buy all sorts of things. But, here you can break them. You do break them. The stage will expand to the left and right.
But it's still blocked
I
off, it
wonder where
looks
people
like.
will buy their supplies now.
I guess it's not
And in the
technically.
background, you can see the gatekeeper. You often pass through this area in Fire Emblem 3 houses, and you end up talking to Claude. Moving through these areas is possible thanks to this mysterious platform. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop,
This map's beautiful.
you'll come crashing back down, broken through the ceiling and slammed into the building. The guests in the reception hall are Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagles. Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adressian Empire. And as such, they embrace their military might. Edelgard is one of the characters central to the conflict. Depending on the path you take, she'll go through some terrible ordeals. You'll notice there are prominent chandeliers above the stage. It's possible to knock them down.
Okay.
However, Byleth can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with other fighters, though. So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go, I made it. And you can knock it down. Also, you can break this table. Like so.
Also,
Just
you
like
can
the
break
sign
this
that reads
table.
Furin Kaza in the Suzaku Castle stage, it can break if you launch the
It's
opponent
really
into
cool.
it
I like
range.
that. I'm not making fun of it. I just that came from out of nowhere.
Next up, the bridge. The camera rotates 90 degrees, creating this long area. It's very wide indeed. It's similar to the Bridge of Elden stage. The guests are from the Golden Deer, Claude, Hilda, and Lawrence. They belong to the Leicester Alliance. Because it's an alliance of many noble families, you could say that they have a wide assortment of members, and Claude is the sharpest of the bunch. Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the fourth title in the Fire Emblem series. I guess once you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap. The naming process must be tough. Hey, it looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training. As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway, plain and simple. You can expect plenty of blows to be exchanged at the edges of the screen. You could also say it's a place where the fail knot really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the Golden Deer perfectly. The last area is the cathedral, only with some platforms you can pass through. Guests appearing in the cathedral are Sedith, Flame, and Rhea. There's Sedith, who appears to have an extremely strong bond with his sister, Flame. Seems to be under the protection of him and Rhea, who you can see fighting during the opening of Fire Emblem Three Houses. All three have character quirks related to their true identities. I feel that Flame might be saying their shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that. This is a simple area of the stage. All it has are these platforms. Being the last area, it may be a place where some intense battles will be waged. It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes. Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle in squads.
Okay, we're not getting
DLC
another
teams
character today.
against Fire Emblem protagonists throughout the ages. That'll give us precisely 5 players per side. Alright, here we go, Joker. Joker! And Hero! We really made a lot, huh? Banjo!
Aww, not
By
Banjo.
now, I think you know what I'm doing.
No, I think I know what you're
Basically,
doing.
I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the Professor here.
Okay.
But as expected, it's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hands on.
I respect it.
Not going to land that easily. Uh-oh, this is bad. Shenanigans. I better
Come on,
keep my
Sakurai.
distance. I'll use this chance to attack. Got it.
There you go.
That's scary. He's invincible for a moment here.
Alright.
Lots of explosives. Ouch. Perfect shield at that, huh? Good one. This, or like so. No anti-air, huh? There, the soccer ball connected. Good, there's Mom.
Good, there's Mom.
You're in a good spot, Mom.
This is great.
I shouldn't have taken that. Gardevoir. Well, I guess no one uses projectiles. At this point, it doesn't matter if Gardevoir's there or not.
I love it.
I feel like the enemy might get this smash ball. See? They got it.
Careful.
But it mustn't give up.
Oh, you shield broke
Can't
him?
waste the chance.
Oh my gosh.
There's another smash ball. Yes, got it. Now, what are you charging up? There's still more.
Oh, get the hammer.
Whack. Go on, you can take the hammer, but it's mine. Although, I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state. I hit him! I was trying to fight using Byleth's abilities alone, but what matters is that I won. Good game.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
It can be fun to play like this, especially in tag team, so I think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges on yourself. The end.
Okay, we got the songs.
Now, about the additional
Hey,
music.
please know me.
Since it's from the Fire Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages. There are already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game. Our selection this time has been made taking those existing tracks into consideration. 7 songs are being added.
I don't want to.
This includes an arrangement
I don't want
of the main
to
theme
lose
for
Gino
Japanese and English.
in this. Let's not go over Mies. They're going over songs right now.
We're also adding in a new spirit board. It includes the house leaders among some of the other popular characters.
You know what's funny? I think this was nominated for Game of the Year in a lot of places and everything
So
like
this is
that.
the legend class.
And yet, at the same time, I know people are gonna really complain about this as if this game wasn't a super big deal. Because people, they get mixed up on like representation. Like, oh, this franchise is overrepresented. As long as the character's fun, that's all that matters. And it's from a very successful game, so why are you criticizing it? I don't get it.
Now for the Mii Fighter costumes. Please take a look.
No! I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Please. Altair? Really? Okay. I guess it was bound to happen, right? Rabbids. Didn't we already do Mega Man X? I'm really scared because I think these were in Wii U. And that might mean that they're trying to close out the ones that were in Wii U. Cuphead. Please be the final one. Please be the last one. That's... Dude, he looks so cool. Please be it. Oh, Gino lives. Gino lives. He survived. He survived the Mii massacre yet again. And Cuphead's cool. Oh my gosh, guys. I say that as if I'm live right now. I'm totally not. Okay, so there's no more Sakurai talking. That means that's the end of this. Never mind.
This time, we're releasing a Cuphead costume.
I was so sure he was about to say this time we're releasing a special Mii costume. Because, you know, I'm very I can't talk. I'm very paranoid about it. Hey, that's huge for Gino. Not fuck. That's huge. That's huge for Cuphead. Same kind of treatment as Sans.
I recommend using the sharing feature. If someone has created a Mii fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after you download it. And now, onto the amiibo. The color palette for Dark Samus.
What if they announced Gino with an amiibo, specifically, to go with the idea that he was a toy? Five fighters in the fight.
And now, with the addition of Byleth, the Fighter's Pass is finally complete. The lineup was Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Harry Bogard, and Byleth.
Well, there you go. If you got all of those, you won.
From more than 70 fighters, 5 have been added. But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. Since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on. There really were a lot of new mechanics, weren't there?
There were. Sakurai and his team's incredibly creative.
Simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we tried to offer you a whole new style of play.
I appreciate it, but I kind of wish Terry just played like a Smash character.
As I stated, we'll continue to
I respect
more
it,
DLC
though.
fighters down the line. I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
Season Pass 2. Confirmation, 100%. We get 5. Yes! 6? Oh my gosh!
Looks like there will be one more fighter than last time. For this
Dude!
reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume 2. It will be available for pre-purchase on the date shown. Just keep an eye out.
January 28th, okay?
Now that it's
Okay.
official, we intend to move ahead with development. Of course, like last time, the content will remain unknown for now. I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2. Details have yet to be revealed. Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand
Of
why.
course, you're talking about 6 additional fighters? Yes, absolutely, I'm buying it. I don't care who it is.
Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them.
Okay. Please don't be talking about Gino.
But I still hope you'll
Make
look
Gino
forward to
happen,
it.
please.
We're also including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2. Last time, it was Rex costume. But this time, here's what we have.
Oh no, 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 no. Okay.
It's a Mii fighter costume for Mii Sword.
Oh my gosh, that's scary. Phoebe.
Soldier gear from the
Here you
Legend
go.
of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
comes into my room to
Sells
bark.
individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2.
You may leave. I swear. A dog loves to do that. Lastly? There's a lastly?
It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest-selling fighting game in the world.
Rightfully so, it's the best one ever.
Personally, I don't know if
100%.
it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world.
Is it a fighting game? It is.
Seems like Street Fighter 2 was in the lead for a while, but now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has passed it in total sales.
Rightfully so.
However, I'm not sure if this is accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if you really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions, 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for. Also, I don't know
if it has, it's incredible.
As one game. It's up for discussion. So, who knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is #1. Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game. I feel like it's become more than a fighting game. Sort of celebration of or something else entirely.
Yeah, celebration of gaming. I like it. Yeah.
Also,
it totally is.
I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters. The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there will be more DLC. Which means, no breaks for me. I plan to keep working hard, so I hope you can continue to support us. That's it. Thank you.
Thanks, Sakurai. It's over. I'm gonna wait. There it is. Check that out. Hey, all you people who didn't get to watch the direct live, you're gonna wake up to something. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I want to discuss this more. It would probably be better saved for live. I'm so happy about 2 things. One, I'm happy it wasn't Dante, and no disrespect to anyone who wants Dante. I think he's gonna happen. We're getting 6 more characters. If none of those are Dante, I'm gonna be actually very shocked. If none of them are Gino, I'll be a little shocked, but I'll be very shocked if it's not Dante. Speaking of Gino, the other thing I'm really happy about is that Gino was not shown off as Mii costume. I was like so sure on so many different occasions. Like, I thought he was going to be one of the 5 Mii costumes that were shown off. He wasn't, and then I thought he was going to be the pre-order bonus. Started auto-playing the hero presentation. At the pre-order bonus for Season Pass 2. And he wasn't. So, what I really like to know is Gino still planned? Or no, can't say still. Is Gino planned? Because I've said since the beginning, if Gino is not in this original Season Pass, that there's no hope for him. And the reason why is because I don't think he's that high priority, and I think if he was going to be planned, he would have been planned in the first Season Pass. But I'm not going to give up hope, because really, we got 6 more characters. Who is it going to be? We got Fire Emblem out of the way. So, who is left? Dante, I think, is going to be one of them. So what about the other 5? I don't know. Doom Guy? Gino? Ryu Hayabusa? More likely, we're going to get Hayachi, which I don't want anymore just because he's going to play like a fighting game character, and I hate that. You know, a traditional fighter character. And not that I think it's too difficult or anything like that, but just a matter of it doesn't fit with Smash Brothers. Feels awkward when you're used to just doing simple inputs to actually do the more complicated ones. Again, not that they're complicated. I use Terry as the reference, you know. Terry's input's pretty easy. It just doesn't feel natural. But that's me being a Smash Brothers fan, you know, more so than a traditional fighting game fan. I don't know. It's gonna be. We have 6 more on the way. 6 more, which means after Byleth, we'll probably get a couple around E3 announced. Maybe on Byleth's release day, we'll get a trailer for the other. And then we might get another announcement in 2020, maybe 2 more announcements in 2020, and then maybe they save 1 or 2 for 2021, is my guess. But man, I honestly, you know, if and the idea of Fire Emblem being the last character came up yesterday, of course it did. You know, and I had said, you know, I would have been fine if it was character 2 or 3 or 4 or something, but the idea of ending the season pass with a Fire Emblem character, it's gonna suck, you know, if they do that. And then they did it, and for some reason, I don't mind it that much. It looks like a fun character. I was really hoping for some other people. But they didn't happen. So it's like, hey, I can get up in arms, I can get upset, I can get mad at Sakurai and his team or whatever for like, where was Gino? Where was Mystical Ninja Goemon? Where was, you know, whatever dumb character I actually am wanting. But the fact of the matter is, he is the one calling the shots. He and his team and Nintendo and all that. And he picked a good character. I'm glad that Byleth plays the way that it looks like he does. A very unique character. Looks like he'll be very fun. And I get to see Twitter completely implode on itself because of it, so. Alright. Well, that's it. My internet is still not back.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
As seen here, I guess. So I'm gonna do something, and then once I get the opportunity, I will upload this. Maybe I'll even transpose the video over it. It depends on how it comes across in recorded video. Otherwise, I hope everyone is happy about Byleth, and I say that knowing full well that the second I open Discord on my phone, it is going to be like chaos. But anyway, peace out, everybody. I will see you whenever I have internet again. Oh, that's right. It's not going to play the music because it's a YouTube source. Great. Ah. Do I have a song I can put over this? I don't know. I have something on my phone I can make music with? I have like... I don't even have like a piano app. Usually what's supposed to play is the status theme from Mario Tennis. Hold on a second. Hey, let me pull it up on my phone. And of course I get a text message in the middle of it. Whatever, I'm ending recording.